Good, let's see, I was going to say Monday, but it is Saturday. Good Saturday morning, everyone. It has been a very crazy start to the fall around here. Had a few chilly nights. Leaves are starting to drop off the trees, which is great, but we are far from done for the season. So we are running and gunning, trying to wrap up what projects we have sold yet before that snow hits the ground. So today I wanted to take you along with us. It's about 8:30 in the morning, just fueled the pickup up, got some more saw gas. I am going to meet Zach today on site, and he's gonna climb a couple trees for us. And we've got a couple more trees we can cut just from the ground. It's a pretty nice day. We're gonna drop the trees and no debris removal, no stump grinding, just drop them and walk away. So those jobs are kind of fun sometimes. We get to make the mess and not have to worry about cleaning them up because none of us really like the cleanup part. So should be a good day. It was a little chilly this morning. I think at 41 degrees. My phone was telling me this morning when I woke up in Big Fork. So should be a good day though. Everything's pretty nice, good sweatshirt weather this morning. So we'll get to watch Zach. I want to get some videos today. The customer will not be there. This is his cabin. He's coming back up on Monday or Tuesday, I believe. They're gonna bring up a bunch of family and such, and then they'll take care of all the brush. So I wanted to take you guys along today and just kind of watch what we do and kind of give you a little insight what happens when we got to climb a tree and some of the things we work on today. So should be a pretty laid back day. This job isn't too big, so we're not really rushing. It's just big enough to where I don't think we can squeeze in a second job today, but not large enough where we're gonna need more than two guys. So should be a good one. Stick around, check it out, and maybe we learn something today. We'll see. All right, we have made her to the job site. Took a little walk around. Zach's already being productive up there. He's hitting the ground running. He is gonna make his way up. Right now he's hand limbing. He's gonna make his way up this ugly guy and limb his way to the top, flip you around and give you a little idea of what we're doing. So as he works his way up there, he's going to be trimming as he goes, piece by piece, and then we're going to flop the stem right down here. We're going to shoot this little gap. We've got a stump tacked as our buffer there, keep everything away from the garden. We're going to shoot this nice gap here once we get her limbed up. Come right out here towards the driveway. So should be nice, should be steering clear of everything. Homeowner really wants to protect their pine trees, and I do not blame them one bit at all. They love their reds and whites here on the property. So we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that none of those guys are damaged on our way down. So putsy job this morning, a little time consuming, but I get to sit back and watch Zach work for a little while. So while Zach slaves away climbing on a tree, I am setting up for call this part 3 of our project today. Part 2 is going to be this birch here. This guy here, Zach is going to have to climb because the customers love their nice little red pines down here, and we do not blame them one bit at all. They're coming along beautifully, and that is a beautiful spot on the lake here. So in order to protect everything around it, we have patches of red pine and healthy birch and aspen behind us yet. They don't want to damage their pine along the lake there. We've got healthy birch, and well, that guy's not so healthy. He's a dead top, but we'll talk about that later. But we have more healthy red pines back behind here. So in order to do minimal damage, Zach's gonna climb this guy here as part 2 today, and he'll be taken limb by limb down, one piece at a time. This will be our drop area down here. So that way we can protect all these nice little guys down here. And a finishing touch on this is that we're gonna leave it, about 6 feet. I'm kind of short. About 6-7 feet up from bottom of the stump. That way they can still hang their hammock there, stringer from tree to tree, and we're still leaving that behind for them. So after part 2, we jump over to part 3, which is what I'm working on now. We've got a line rigged up on this guy because he is just gnarly. He is just leaning every which direction. There's really no straight up and down on this tree. I mean, look at how funky that is. So he's not very big, should be an easy pull, but we'll run the line there and we're gonna anchor up to this little red pine over here. So when we do that, we'll have one guy on this side cranking with a winch over here, and he'll be adding pressure on that tree, and we'll have it notched this way, and everything will go very smooth, and we'll drop it in this little opening. Again, everything is being done today to avoid damaging nice healthy trees around here. They have a beautiful patch of young woods coming in, and we do not want to damage that any more than is necessary. So take her all down. Should be a pretty easy day today. It's my favorite sound ever to hear those rush into the ground. Zach's working hard. He's got all this limbed up already. All right, so it's kind of hard when I'm wrenching on things to show you guys a play-by-play, but we got her down. Zach, what type of tree did I tell you this was last night?
Spruce.
Was I right?
You were right.
You got this guy threaded the needle here. Boom. Look at that. Thing of beauty. No damage to the flagpole. No damage to the birch. Very importantly, no damage to the garden. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Cut this stump lower so it wouldn't want to bounce off of it. Jar it over the side towards the garden, but didn't happen anyways. Golden. Welcome back. We have this birch pretty well trimmed up. Zach is killing it. He's been dropping everything right here in our drop zone. We've got this little area that has no red pines in it. And that's what he's using. We're dropping it right next to the tree, and things are going beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. I'm pulling away a little bit and making some piles over here and over there. Just kind of keep our area clean here so we can get up and down and we can get him the rope he needs. But so far, things have been going really smooth. We're almost ready to pull the top off it, so it'll be exciting. We'll let you stick around here and watch him cut this one. Getting her done. Well, let's give you a little view of the aftermath here. Everything went extremely well. Eventually I'll get some camera stands and be able to show you guys how things are going down as we're doing the cutting, but for now we just get clips in between.
This couldn't have gone any better. It jumped right over the fire pit here, which was wonderful. Everything went really well. And then no damage done to any of these trees. The top fell perfectly, grazed a few branches. Aspen might have got a little hurt. But spruce looks good. Pines down there look wonderful. This overall couldn't have gone any better. This was nice placement. We had winches hooked up, ropes hooked up to both of these trees. I'm playing a balancing act as I walk here. And with some top-notching skills from Zach himself, we're able to drop these trees exactly where we wanted, the only open space that wouldn't damage any of the surrounding woods. So things are a little putzier than we wanted on a project like this, but everything went really smooth. I'd rather have it take longer and go really well. Take a walk, bust some brush here and take a walk and look at this birch. This also went really well. I couldn't have been any happier with how this turned out. Right here, it just tickled the branches a little bit, maybe not even, and fell right in the walkway with the stem. And we've got all the tops and limbs kind of spread out here and along this walkway. Everything went very well. Very smooth. We had one tiny casualty, which was a little shelf here pulled the screw out of that, so I do have to apologize for that. But other than that, that was our only little casualty, so I'm pretty happy we were able to save every little tree around here, which is wonderful. I'm sure the customer is going to be extremely happy with this job well done. Well, that'll do it for the day, for tree work anyways. It is about 3 o'clock, and we are headed home. Life is good. Job went very smooth. Always happy when everything can go as planned. So, it's a good day today. We are going to wrap it up now, get back to the office, do a little bit of office work, send out an invoice for this job, and then we are headed to move some dumpsters around. So with the new dumpsters that we got, I have one on my chunk of land north of town that I've been spending the evenings filling up with firewood. That's going to Allie's dad, future father-in-law. So that is good to go. We've got that stacked a couple feet high in that bin of split ash and birch in that load. So that's going to go out today, at least get loaded on the trailer today, and then go out tomorrow. And then we're also going to shuffle around. My dad got a dumpster as well, and he's going to put all of his scrap in there, so we're going to go position that where he needs it tonight. So a little bit of fun playing around with the new dumpsters, and not a whole lot of work left for the evening, so it'll be good, because it's been a long week. Pretty beat. So that should do it. Stay tuned. Next week we have, what do we have next week? Next week we have some stump grinding. I think that's the only thing on the docket for next week. We've got a nice little stump grinding job. Location Services have been out there, and all the utility companies have been out there. So we should be good to go on the stump grinding job. So that's what's new and fun and exciting coming next week. So stay tuned. And then at the end of this month, at the end of October, we have some nice projects coming along. We have a very big project that'll be a multi-stage project involving a lot of different helpers and rental skid steer, a few trees to be climbed on that site. There's some management goals behind it, so it'll be really fun. I'll get to talk about that quite a bit, so we'll put together a whole video for just that project alone. And then we also have some skid steer work, some merchantable storm damage work coming up at the end of this month. So lots to do. Hopefully getting things wrapped up before we get snowed on. So check in, stay tuned to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this through Facebook, stop by our YouTube channel and check it out. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to learn little bit by little bit how to edit some YouTube videos. They'll probably get fancier over time, but right now just kind of a documentary of what we do, how we do it, how things go along and progress, and hopefully, you know, I'm sure one day we'll look back on these and say, man, you know, we used to be a lot slower at what we did, and we found a lot more efficient ways to do it now. And it's kind of the goal, is to document everything as we go, and I think it's interesting for the customers to watch, as well as anyone else that's in the industry. You know, it's a good way for everybody to learn. So hope you guys find it entertaining, and you don't mind stopping by the channel to check out what we have going on from time to time. This is Hunter Dahlke with Dahlke Forestry Services, calling her quits for tree work for the day. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.